Alright, we are walking back home. And this is an experiment in self-awareness. So the interesting part is like we exist and we know that in a sense we are observed. The interesting idea is like if you are observed or not observed, are you the same person? Do you act the same if the whole world is watching? Or
we know that it's not for Schrodinger's.
Yeah, that's the
On micro level.
on the physics level. Oh yeah, the micro level. So yeah, physics behaves differently in the micro versus the visible.
But do we think of camera as an observer? Maybe yes.
Yes, because it records
the
it.
wave collapses there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it records it for all of eternity. Versus like if there's no camera, then it's just your memory and the people around you who's in earshot or in visible area.
But that may be good enough if it really records with other people.
What do you mean good enough?
It may be good enough. It may be impactful.
That
may make difference for another person or group of people.
That they can see you.
Yeah, whatever you say or do may have lasting impact on those people.
True. Though that's a bit different from having like a real accurate recording of the video and the sound.
True. And it may not be, it doesn't tell you about the impact. That's what I'm trying to say. It may be more or less impactful.
Yeah, that's true.
And it depends on what matters to you.
Yeah.
And it's sort of different in time. Smells like laundry.
Yeah. Night air. So the kind of interesting thing that I kind of like I was trying to get to was like knowing that all of like how a person lives differently if they are observed or they are not, and if so does that is it a like a positive thing that can be like didactic and like can be helpful to a person's development as intellectually and personally to record themselves?
I don't know about that. I know what helps me is being, for lack of a better word, presenced or witnessed. That's the better word. Witnessed by another person. And the value of that is they may notice something that I don't. So they may point out something that I don't notice, and that will, or since I'm asking that I don't see it, it doesn't mean that it exists or it's true, but I may build something of it to increase my awareness of what's going on to me. So that's value of being witnessed by another human to me. And I know whether that holds true for just pure recording.
Uh-huh.
What do you think?
Yeah, like just it sounds like just conversations with people and being around people and hearing what they say. Who's up? So not having to do with a video recording necessarily.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, all right. I guess what's interesting is that this idea of like you kind of like being an artist of your life and your medium being your life, like and so this kind of like being so being in thinking and being in a space of like being aware that you are recorded and watched for all of eternity, and that in this moment you are actually sculpting yourself, and in the most real, immediate way. So this could be like a good. This is actually like doing the work of the artist. You are actually creating yourself now, versus like if you just like you write something down in your journal, you maybe reflect, you do things, but like if you like record it, or if you like do like a personal video log thing, then it's like you can go back to it and then you can hear yourself, and you can very conveniently like capture yourself, your essence, like what is important to you, how your mind works, how you speak, and like what is important to you, what you speak about, what you emphasize. And so this is really the place. And then so all of your thoughts, which were previously like just kept to yourself, unreflected, and like maybe you shared it with like one person like every like 5 years. I mean, if you're more maybe social, maybe you're like a social person, then you just like that's how you thrive, and you just do that all the time. But there's a lot of people that are not doing that, and they're just like introverts, like. And so this is like a giant leap.
Pasha is a big fan of what's her name? Anyway, she has the teacher of Pasha, Sherry Huber. She has this method called recording and listening, and basically you are kind of practicing that in a way. There are more to it, to Sherry Huber's method, what they do, but it's part of it. I guess what you're doing to hear yourself better.
What's the name again?
Sherry Huber.
Sherry Hebrew?
Huber.
Huber. Sherry Huber. Sherry Huber. Oh, the smell of flowers. So you can call it like, I don't know, but I guess the point is like, it's like you're practicing self-expression. The art or the craft is self-expression.
Well, You can look at it that way, and you can look at it as you are expressing yourself all the time. Even when you choose to withhold, it's still self-expression.
Uh-huh.
So you may be expressing yourself in a different way, and that's a plasticity that you're not learning but playing, I should say. Being playful and expressing yourself differently.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
Like another teacher told me, like, you interact with people even when you choose to withdraw from interaction. It's still an interaction. Just like you may forget that you are choosing a certain way of interaction.
Yes, though it doesn't always have to be a choice. It could be just by having a fear or a block.
Yeah, but that's still a choice.
Well, it doesn't have to be a choice.
Realizing that that is a choice makes it a choice. And you may feel, oh, I'm a victim of fear or XYZ condition. But you can also take ownership of it and say, well, I've been doing this choice. I've been, kind of following my conditioning, and yet this is a choice. And now I can make a different choice. How about that?
Yeah, I can see that. All right, my arm's getting tired. I'm gonna turn this off.